Good day everyone, welcome back to our chemistry series. Today we'll be discussing pure and impure substances. Pure substance. A pure substance is a material that contains only one type of particles and has a fixed composition. It cannot be separated into similar substances by physical means. Now, what are the characteristics of pure substances? 1. It has fixed melting and boiling point. 2. Contains only one kind of particle. It cannot be separated into components by physical methods, have uniform composition throughout, and may be an element or a compound. Now, what are impure substances? An impure substance is a substance that contains unwanted materials called impurity mixed with it. Now, impurities are substances present in a material that are not part of the pure substance. They may be present naturally or may be introduced during preparation, handling, or storage. Example: salt containing sand is impure salt because sand is an impurity. Water containing dissolved minerals, dust, or microorganisms is impure water. And gold mixed with copper is impure gold because copper acts as an impurity. What are the effects of impurity? The effects of impurities are: 1. They alter the properties of a substance. 2. They usually lower the melting point of a solid. 3. They usually increase the boiling point of a liquid, and they may change the color, taste, and appearance of a substance. Test for purity. A test for purity is used to determine whether a substance contains only the desired compound or is contaminated with impurities. Now, there are several tests for purity. The first we'll be considering is melting point test, which is being used for solid. Now, a pure solid melts at a fixed temperature, while an impure solid melts over a range of temperatures, usually lower than the pure substance. Now, how is this being used to test for purity? Now, we are going to heat the solid and record the temperature at which it melts. Compare the result with the known melting point of the pure substance, and if it's the same, it's a pure substance, and it is either more or less, it's an impure substance. The second test is the boiling point test, which is used for liquid. Now, a pure liquid boils at a fixed temperature, while an impure liquid boils over a range of temperature or at a different temperature from the pure substance. Similarly with melting point test, when the liquid boils, if the temperature at which it boils is the same with the known value for that substance, it's a pure substance, but if it's different, it's an impure substance. Now, the third test is density test. Now, a pure substance has a fixed density at a given temperature. If the measured density differs from the known density, impurities are present. To use this test, we simply measure the mass and volume of the substance, calculate the density, and compare it with the known density of the pure substance. Now, there are some factors that affect density determination. E.g., we have temperature, air bubble, air pressure, viscosity, specific gravity. We have some examples we'll be using to revise on this topic. And the very first question says that a pure substance is said to be impure if: A. Its melting point ranges is wide. B. It dissolves in water with difficulty. C. It has a low melting point. And D. It is colored. Now, a substance is said to be impure if its melting point ranges is wide. That's our melting point test. Now, the second question is from 2014, and it states that the purity of a solid sample can best be determined by its: A. Boiling point, B. melting point, C. conductivity, and D. solubility. Now, for our class, we were made to understand that the purity of a solid sample can be best be determined by its melting point. Now, third question says, which of the following is a pure substance? Our options are A. Air, B. Sea water, C. distilled water, and D. soil. And the correct option is C, which is distilled water. Air is a mixture, it contains different components. Sea water has both water and salt basically, and soil has different components. So the only pure substance in our option is distilled water. We have some theory questions, and it states that number 1, define A. pure substance, B. impure substance, and C. impurities. Now, a pure substance is a substance that has only one particle and has a fixed composition, while an impure substance is a substance that has unwanted particles which are known as impurities. That's a pure substance that has other impurities is known as an impure substance. One impurity is a substance in a pure substance which is unwanted, basically. Now, for our number 2 is state 4 characteristics of a pure substance. Now, a pure substance has a fixed composition. A pure substance has a fixed boiling and melting point. A pure substance contains just one type of particle. And lastly, a pure substance cannot be split into 2 or more components by physical method. Now, our last question states that state 3 effects of impurity on a substance. 1. Impurity alters the melting point of a substance. 2. Impurity alters the boiling point of a substance. And impurity changes the color, the taste, and the characteristics of a substance. Here are some exercises for you to try your hands on at home. And for more insight on this topic, you can check out the chapter 2 of our Hidden Fact Chemistry textbook. You can get the hard copy in bookshops, or if you are interested in the soft copy, you can get it at the website on the bottom of the screen. Thank you.